going to have a quick word with Mr. Gavaskar. So I'm not going to take a word from you as in terms of quantum of punishment because that too is developing at the moment. But what it does seem like that there is going to be no suspension or match ban. So in that sense, both teams can look forward to playing a final without losing any personnel.
Yes, I think that would be what we'll get to know soon. But the needle will probably still be there. And on Sunday, hopefully, we won't get to see the kind of stuff that we got to see last Sunday. That's not what you should play hard, absolutely. And if somebody gives it to you, then you give it back to them on the. I do believe that you mustn't be the initiator of anything. You mustn't start anything because you must be able to handle it. What happens sometimes is that there's one person who's really aggressive, who can handle it. Even he can give it and he can handle it. But the other 9 or 10 players might not be able to handle when it's given back to them. So the thing to do would be obviously to just play the game and leave all the talking to be done by the bat or the ball.
Many might say that now that the match referee has spoken to them and maybe that aggression that was coming out, this is something that the players can now put on the back burner and concentrate on the cricket. It always helps if there is a conversation, match referee speaks to you, puts things into perspective.
Yes. I think that, if the match referee, whoever is going to be the match referee on Sunday, I think he's got to get both the captains and the coaches and the managers together and tell them, listen, this is what I expect. I expect a good, hard game of cricket. That's it. I do not expect. Really, it is, people talk about, there must be some needle and all that. No, I think you've got to go, at the end of the day, see some good cricket. And yes, banter has always been part of the game. Whether it's, so the recipient of the banter also actually enjoys it. There's a smile and a laugh and, but it's abuse and stuff like that. That is something that is really should not be part of the game.
Who's been a veteran of playing so much cricket would have been part of many banters on the cricket field. So
banter, yes.
Yes.
I think, I remember talking to Ian Bishop some years back, and during the time that we played, there was hardly nothing said. Nothing. The bowler didn't say anything to you. Of course, the fielders would encourage the bowlers by saying, "Oh, go past the nose, bowl him a bouncer, he can't play the bouncer," something like that to the guys. That's it. That is trying to encourage your bowler. There's nothing said personally to you. So I asked, Richie and Ian Bishop, you guys were a little later generation. So what did you do? And Ian Bishop's one word still has stayed in my mind. And he said, for us, sledging was reprehensible. Reprehensible, that's the word he used. And the West Indies, why do you think the West Indies, why do you think people lament the fall of the West Indies? Because they played the game in the true spirit. They enjoyed it, they laughed, they might have had a little sort of banter, oh, you can't play, or you can't play fast ball, you can't play bouncer man, or something like that, that's fine.
Right.
But because of that, because of the joy, the vivra that they brought out into the game, that is the reason why their fall is, while other teams who have been top and who started to get, down, people enjoyed their going down. Because, they were the ones who were, all the time giving it to the opposition. And when opposition gave it back to them, they were not able to receive it. That is also another thing. If you can dish it out, be prepared to receive it as well.
Let's now turn our attention to the action that is going to unfold. I'm trying to look at it from India's point of view. Would it be easy for them to be focused in this game? Because whatever said and done, half their minds is going to be on that final that they're going to be playing on Sunday, because that's the game that you've come here for.
No, it'll be... It's not a question of being easy. You're a professional cricketer. And so you know that you've got to do well over here so that you are in good trim and good frame of mind for the big game on Sunday. So nobody's going to take this game lightly. Make no mistake about it. There will be, in case Bumrah is not playing, and even if Hardik Pandya is not playing, and if Harshit Rana and Arshdeep are playing, it's an opportunity for them to say that we are ready. In case somebody is not available, we are ready. So they'll also, play, give it everything. I do believe that the Indians would want to end the Super 4 league with a big win.
That then takes me to the next question. You briefly alluded to that as well. Who is it that's going to play? If you were the man in charge making any calls, would you rest a few players? If yes, who would you rest? Who would you then also want to see in terms of batting, maybe shuffling in the batting order for some batting practice? What would you look to achieve then today?
The two names that I've taken, I would rest them. Because yes, Bumrah didn't play one game, but Bumrah has played a game yesterday. So I think a day's break today before the final tomorrow, I think would be good for him. Hardik Pandya has played all the matches. He's batted well. He's bowled well. So maybe give him a break so that Harshit Rana can also come in and bowl a bit, as well as Arshdeep. So these were the two changes that I would definitely look to make. Maybe who do you take in? That's another question. Now, do you take in a Rinku Singh for Shivam Dube? That's another question. No, because again, this match is of not much zero consequence in terms of points. So maybe that's a change that they might want to do. But again, Dube hasn't had too much of a batting time out there in the middle. He was sent in at number 3, didn't last too long. So maybe these might be the only two changes that they might make. They might even want to look at maybe Jitesh and give Sanju Samson a break. But Sanju hasn't had a bat as well. So all these questions are there. I think we'll get to know very, very shortly. But I think Bumrah should be rested. In my view, he should be rested.
Finally, before we let you go, India-Pakistan, we have our eyes on that as well. What have you made? I mean, there is a school of thought, and after seeing those two games, the way Bangladesh capitulated in front of India, then a low-scoring game, 135 you could not defend. Many are of the opinion that the quality of cricket, barring India, with the rest of the team, really hasn't lived up to what you would want to see from usually a continent that really produces some good sides.
That is correct. I think the quality of batsmanship that we've seen seriously has been pretty ordinary. And you can't blame the pitches for this. The pitch might have been on the slow side, but there is nothing where there has been deviation off the pitch as far as the seamers are concerned, or a huge amount of turn for the spinners. It's just that the quality of the batting has been pretty ordinary. Everybody's trying to heave across the line, apart from the Indian batters. Right. You see, the reason why the Indian batters, Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill, have been successful is because they've been looking to play as straight as possible. And so that gives you more chance of the ball connecting the bat rather than the ball missing completely and hitting the stumps. So I think the shots that we saw from Bangladesh yesterday were just incredible. I mean, you're asked to score at less than 7 runs an over, and everybody was in the first 6 overs was looking to play across the line and getting out.